Coach, felt like you guys just kept chipping away, but couldn't quite get over the hump. What allowed you to chip away at that lead and get it down to about 2 possessions there, but then, have Syracuse open it back up?
I think fatigue settled in a little bit for us. We made I know in the beginning of the second half, we gave them some easy ones on a couple miscommunication switches, and then we didn't take advantage to gain momentum in the beginning of the half when we had a couple wide open shots. And again, you're not going to get many wide open ones against them. So when you get them, you got to make them pay, which is what I thought we did a little bit of in the first half. But dug a little bit of a hole. When you're digging out of a hole and get 6 players, it's a little tough, to press. And it doesn't take a toll on you on the, like I've been saying, it takes a toll on you on the offensive end. After pressing 94 feet, now you're coming back and you got to try to hit a 3. But again, just looking at the effort of the players right to the last minute, the 2 plays down the stretch that Steph made an unbelievable hustle play. Makai made an unbelievable hustle play. I mean, that's the beauty of these kids.
Coach, you mentioned fatigue being a big part in not being able to really get over the hump there. The full court press that you were talking about seemed to be really effective. Was that hard to do with only having 6 or 7 active guys for the entire game?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do if you try to do it for extended periods of time. So you gotta, you're not going to come out and press 40 minutes with 6 players, right? They wouldn't have anything left to play. So try to pick our spots, and we did it. Those guys did a really good job. It was good to have DeMar back, but he was, again, the one thing that you guys understand, because I keep telling you about it, but when these guys come back off these layoffs, I mean, it's not easy for them, because they have high expectation levels because they think, okay, I'm back. I'm going to come back at the same level I left at. But your conditioning level's not the same. Your feel's not the same. If you watch him, he got really tired in about a minute, 2 minutes. And that's the hardest part, because you got to let him play through it a little bit because he has to develop. It's helping him for the next game, just like it helped Makai the second game. And now he's starting to get his feel back, his legs back, and make some plays. And DeMar's on the same path. And as the other guys come back, it's going to be the same thing. They've been out. So you got to let them play through the fatigue a little bit. They're going to make some mistakes or whatever, but it's going to help us, in the long run, because the more bodies you have, obviously, the better you can be.
All right. Any other questions for Coach? All right. Mike Curtis, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. It seemed like the game was pretty sluggish throughout and a little chippy, especially there in the first half, specifically on the double technical situation. What did you see on that play, and what did you think of the outcome?
I think I saw guys competing is all I saw. And the game wasn't sluggish. They play. If you watch, that's how they play every game, Syracuse, right? They play 2-3 zone very, very well. They're very deliberate on offense. So it's not going to be an end-to-end game like if you're playing Florida State or if you're playing North Carolina or you're playing Duke. It's just how they play. So it becomes a half-court execution game. And we executed so much better today than we did the first time we played them. So I was happy with that. We got great shots. We got, in my opinion, I thought we attacked the zone very, very well. And guys shot the ball with confidence for the most part. And so that's all you can do. And that was the response we were looking for from our team. Obviously, we wanted to win the game. But give yourselves opportunities on the road, especially against a team that, the first time we played them, we were really unhappy with how we performed.
Yeah. And if I could have a quick follow-up, I know you only had 7 scholarship players available.
Yeah.
Did that affect you in any way today?
Did that affect me?
Just that physical.
Yeah, it doesn't affect it's hard. Because, one of the 7 had one practice after being laid off. So you have to really be careful of the amount of minutes he's playing in a row. And then when CJ got in foul trouble, DeMar had to play a little bit more extended minutes that I probably wouldn't have played him. Again, this whole thing's about health. This has nothing to do with anything. We want to win, and we're going to do everything we can to win. But if a guy's coming off that type of layoff, he's not going to be where he was right away. He's going to go back to where he was and hopefully better. But right away, after just, one practice, it's really hard to just get back to where you were. And your body might want to do something. Your mind might be telling your body to do something, but it might not be able to do that yet. And you're just worried about, those type of stressful situations. So, yeah, watchful eye on all of those guys. Watchful eye on Makai. Watchful eye on DeMar today, because they're just getting back. And you saw, I thought Makai, if you watch, right, he moved much better today. He had more energy today. He's getting back, and DeMar will keep getting back. And then as the other guys, get through their progression back to play, they'll be coming back. And you got to be watchful of it. But the guys who've been here, the DJs, the Stephs, the Jay Heaths, the Kamaris, those guys, they're already back to where, their conditioning levels are and where they need to be. And you can see it in the way they play, right? We made more, Steph made more jump shots late in the game because he's getting better. He's getting all that stuff back. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. And obviously we're not the only people going through that, but that's the facts.
All right, last one for Dan Rubin.
Coach, 22 rebounds between CJ and Steph against the 2-3 zone too. Just what were they doing to penetrate and get it going against those guys?
Man, CJ had 14 last night. He's rebounding the ball. He's trying to be consistent. That's what I told him after the last game. You had 17 and 14. You can't go from 17 and 14 to 4 and 2. You got to want to be a consistent player. If you want to, he's gotten so much better, and he's worked so hard that he now needs to bring it every single night. It's going to be different every night. It's not, Wake Forest, a totally different team than it's Syracuse. So, but your effort's got to be ramped up a little bit. And I thought he did a really good job. I would have loved to have seen him finish around the basket a little better. And I'm sure if you asked him, he would tell you he was a little bit slow getting off the floor. And you can't be slow to get off the floor against them. But overall, I thought he put in great effort. It's obviously his rebounding efforts were fantastic.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.